Yo guys, welcome to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Ballo.trades and I'm documenting my journey to becoming a successful forex trader here on YouTube. So if you want to join the journey, if you want to join the grind, click that subscribe button and click that notification bell to notify you when I'm dropping another video. So guys, I decided to run a mini series, just showing you guys how I trade the Falcon strategy. For those of you who are still looking to trade different strategies, who are looking and searching for different strategies, I don't know, maybe Falcon might be for you guys. And in this series, guys, I'll be basically exposing how I trade. And yeah man, this is the first episode, part 1. I'll be basically indulging in the basics of this strategy. So yeah man, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and click the notification bell to notify when I'm dropping another video. So guys, if you're looking for the best profit out there, guys, if you're looking to scale up your capital, I suggest you sign up with the best profit out there, guys, the Forex Funder. I've been using them for more than 3 months now and I haven't experienced a single problem with them. I'll leave the links in the description and make sure you sign up today. So without any further waste of time, let's get into the video. So yeah man, okay, so into today's video, guys, we'll be basically focusing on the time frame usage, right? So this is, like I said, this is the basics of the basics, and as we go about the series, things are gonna get deeper and deeper and deeper, you know what I'm saying? So right now we're just dealing with time frame usage. So let's do this. Time frame usage, right? Time frame usage. Let's make this orange. So we use a common practice within the markets. We call it a multi-time frame analysis, top-down analysis. So it's to say top-down analysis. Top-down analysis. That is what we primarily use, right? Top-down analysis. And for those of you guys with your strategy, for those of you who don't trade top-down analysis, I recommend you guys do so. It's very important to put the high time frame into consideration when you're taking a trade, because if you keep looking at the lower time frames, such as the 1 minute and the 5 minute only, guys, you're gonna get caught up on the wrong side of the market, and you don't want to be there, trust me. So what are the time frames that we use? Let's start off with the high time frame, right? So what is our high time frames at Falcon? So we primarily use, I primarily use 3 higher time frames, right? Which are sorry about that, which is the weekly, right, the daily, and the 4 hour. These are the 3 time frames that I use when what just happened? Okay, sorry about that, guys. The weekly, we said the daily, and also the 4 hour. All right, so the 4 hour. These are the 3 time frames that I use, right? These are the 3 time frames that I use. Then going into the lower time frames, low time frames, right? So our low time frames are, I'm sure this is common among most strategies, the 1 hour, followed by the 15 minute, followed by the 5 minute. right? These are the these are essentially the lower time frames that I personally use, right? So I just want to say something. So as you can see, we use the higher time frame and the lower time frame, right? But then how I use it is it's different, right? So I initially use the higher time frame, which is the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, for analyzing only. Let me write it down. This is my analysis time frame. So even if you can see my videos, guys, I'll never analyze on the lower time frames. I only analyze on the weekly or the daily or the 4 hour, right? These are the only 3 time frames that I analyze on, right? Then going into the lower time frames, I use the lower time frames for, sorry about that, for executions, right? Only the execution, which basically means where I enter the market, where I place a buy or sell, right? I'll only place a buy on the 1 hour, the 15-minute, or the 5 minutes. So in essence, these are the only 6 pairs that I use from my day-to-day trading, right? These are the only 3 pairs that I use on a daily basis. The only 6 pairs, I mean, on a daily basis, right? The higher time frames and the lower time frames. I use the higher time frames for analyzing only. I use the lower time frames for executions only. So let's say it happens that probably the 4 hour is forming probably a pattern that I would take on the 1 hour, right? So let's say the pattern is let's say the pattern is a three touch structure, right? Like this. So this pattern, if it happened on the 4 hour, I would not take it, right? I would not take it. But if it happened on the 1 hour, I would be more than glad to take it, right? So I would not take an entry on the 4 hour or on the daily, on the weekly. I would only take it on the 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't even care how perfect the setup is. I'll only take it on the 4 hour, and I'll wait for 4 hour structure and 4 hour entries, right? I have to keep my discipline when these kind of things are happening. So that is basically what I was trying to say, right? So, and you wouldn't catch me analyzing on the lower time frames. The lower time frames, we don't even use it for analyzing, right? So what I use is something called the doorway system. So the doorway system is something that I will indulge in later parts and in later series. So this basically allows me to keep my discipline in the market. So let's say I've analyzed, okay, the weekly. From the weekly, we go to the, okay, let me do this. Let's say my weekly is making sense, right? Let's say my weekly is making sense, right? Then this allows me to go to the daily, right? And if the daily is making sense, then I will proceed to the 4 hour, right? 4 hour. And if the 4 hour doesn't make sense, then I wouldn't go to the lower time frame, such as the 1 hour. So I wouldn't, from the 4 hour, if it doesn't make any sense, I wouldn't go to the 1 hour, because it doesn't make any sense. Why would I go to the lower time frames if it doesn't make any sense? Hence I'm saying this is like a doorway system. So I go through the first door, it makes sense, okay. Go through the second door, okay, it makes sense. Go through the third door, okay, it makes sense. Then going to the fourth door, it doesn't make any sense. Then I won't go to the fourth door. I will only stay here until it makes sense. Then I'll further go to the lower time frames, which is my executional time frames, right? So yeah, guys, that is basically the basics of the time frame usage that we use at Falcon. And be sure, guys, to tune in into the next series that I'll be posting. I'll be posting the series on a weekly, or I'll see how I post them, right? But I'll be posting them. This is part 1, and just to give an overview of the time frames that we use. So yeah, guys, I hope you smash that like button, that subscribe button, and click that notification bell to notify you when I'm dropping another video. So without any further waste of time, guys, let's end this video.
She said that she don't need a man. What if we make an agreement, then we can't just while we're being friends, girl?